Hello everybody, hope you're doing well. This is David Blair, the Crosshairs Trader. I'm going to do a quick video summary of some things that I'm looking at as far as the general market and some individual stocks, mainly based on weekly charts in combination with daily charts, which is what we Crosshairs traders look for. So today is April the 5th. It is around 3:15 in the afternoon, so the market has not closed yet. So let's take a look at what's going on. Obviously the weakness is in the NASDAQ today. You can see that in the NASDAQ futures. A lot of that has to do with Apple. There's been some reweighting of the NASDAQ 100 index, and Apple is taking the brunt of that by being reweighted, and a lot of funds are having to sell Apple today, which means Apple could be going on a discount here before long. But Apple's not in our basket to possibly trade right now. So let's take a look at the ones that are, keeping in mind that the Dow is at a point where we could be going sideways, resting for a little while before the market decides that it may want to continue to go up. We may roll over, but right now it's struggling right around this resistance level, which is our highs for the year. So we're going to watch that closely. We Crosshairs traders have been discussing gold. We've been waiting on it for several weeks for a possible breakout trade and a signal, and it looks like we are getting that today. So we are watching gold. We've got a great loss line here if it decides to pull back and not work, but gold is breaking out to an all-time high. GLD is the gold ETF that we follow, and it looks like we've gotten another signal for a potential trade to make money on. So obviously when these things happen, we trade them, and if they fail, we have a good loss line to get out with a small loss. So that's GLD. Another one I've been following is silver. Silver had a trade on the weekly several weeks back, so then we start looking at the daily and we look for a breakout, which we've gotten, and silver SLV ETF continues to scoot higher. And then oil is one we've been watching also. Oil is kind of doing nothing today. It's broken out of an area here. It's got some support here from the weekly chart, so it looks like oil may consolidate some more before it decides to potentially move up. But we've got an area that it's been breaking out of here for the last 2 years and could be going higher. Alright, as far as individual stocks, let's look at some that I've been watching. VIV gave us, and these are the things that we look for, Crosshairs traders. We look for signals on the weekly, or at least a trending signal on the weekly, such as a DCH or a crosshair, which we have here, and then we look for like signals on the daily chart, and so that would be an itch. Right here was one with a CH71, CH79, pulls back, finds home, breaks out again, and there goes VIV for a nice, beautiful move. Let me bring this one up just as a one to show you how a stock can really take off. This is a DCH from last week on our weekly chart. So VHC had been pulling back nicely here, breaks out, and then I believe today or yesterday they had some type of bullish news. Here's our daily chart, and you can see how it's just gone straight up, but obviously that's not one to get into. Now on the bullish side after it's had such a big move. But on the weekly chart, we can start watching it and watch for it to pull back on the daily. MMR is trying to break out on the weekly here. DCH, so once we have a good breakout here on the daily, it will be one to potentially trade, but it's not ready yet. CYTX, again, nice consolidation on the weekly here for months. Now it's starting to break out, getting close to a breakout level here, so we'll watch it to slow down and then possibly pull back and give us another trade. But you can see our itch signals here. The last one gave us a good one. These are the things that we watch for. BRFS, again, breaking out on the weekly, came back and tested, and then when we looked at the daily, it gave us a nice itch here on the breakout. We've had several itches in here, so we look for the nice trades on the daily and make sure that they agree with the weekly. Now here's one that we have to consider as a there it waser. If you look back at my videos, you'll see what there it wasers are. It's already had a huge move, breakaway move here. I look at that as too extended. We had several itches here along the way, and the last one here, but it's getting a little bit extended. I wouldn't get too excited about this. Back here when the weekly wasn't extended but had broken out, right in here, this is when we started looking at it with potential trades, but now it's gotten maybe just too extended. There it waser, which simply means amateurs will look at it as a there it is trade. We look at it as a there it was. We've got better ones to look at. FMX on the weekly, DCH, again, simply means that we've had some consolidation. Start looking for a trade on the daily. There it is. Came back and tested the breakout and has continued higher. That's FMX. EFX, DCH on the weekly, breaking out. Now it's hitting a resistance level we need to be aware of, so we'll see if it can hold in here. And for those who are not familiar with my software, this simply means there's some resistance from the weekly. So what we're watching for now is this to consolidate and then continue higher to agree with that weekly breakout chart. Okay, BID on the weekly is giving us these signals. We've got resistance, but it's way up here, multiple dollars away. So here's your itch. So now we can wait, let it pull back, and give us another potential trade. BID, WRC, the Warnaco group. See, on the weekly it's been consolidating. Now it's starting to give us a weekly signal to begin trading it on the daily. Got a long consolidation area here, and looks like it is now breaking out and giving us a potential trade. Here's been your consolidation. Looks like it's breaking out, and now we can start looking at a trade on WRC. SM Energy Group, DCH weekly, after a breakout, broke out a resistance here, just ignored it completely, and we can see where we've had these itches. Now we've got support from the weekly and got another itch. So SM, EOG, oil stock, DCH, so we're going to let it rest in here, it looks like, after a move. And that's exactly what's going on. Let it rest and then possibly give us another itch intraday trade in here. That's EOG. BHP, same thing. When we look at the weekly chart, we can see we've had long weeks of consolidation. BHP is breaking out to an all-time high on the weekly chart. So when we look at it on the daily, we can see it's had a nice long run here. Let's let it rest and then give us another trade. FMC, same thing. Nice long consolidation. All-time high breaking out. So now we're waiting on it to relax a little bit here on the daily chart and give us a pullback and another itch, another signal to possibly get in. OLIN. Take a look at this one. OLIN. If I can get it to come up. OLIN. I must be putting in the wrong signal. Let's pull it up over here. Symbol. Let me pull it up over here and see. OLIN. OLN. I'm sorry. Take a look at OLN. See how this was consolidating for weeks. The moving averages are where we want them to be. It breaks out, gives us a DCH, and you can see that on the daily. So now we're waiting for this to pull back and give us a good entry. That's OLN. So these are the ones we're looking at, just a few of them. The software, of course, fires many, but there's other factors we consider, such as the general market, candle counting, those types of things. For those who are visiting, if you're interested, please contact me at david@crosshairstrader.com if you want more information about these signals and crosshairs trading in general and courses in specific. But have a nice evening, great day both in and outside the charts.